I was hoping you could perhaps give us some examples of words that we use commonly that frame the way we think about life or relate to life in the West, if that is perhaps a container that works for the question.
Yeah, I think it's a good container. I think there are words that are signpost benchmarks for a kind of cultural cognitive grammar, giving us some sort of our basic conceptual vocabulary. So two that come to mind very readily are these two terms, subjective and objective. And people, of course, forget the original meanings of these words. But what we do is we have taken them to be an exhaustive division of reality. There's the interior subjective mind stuff, and there's the exterior objective physical stuff. And we take it that that's just the way it is, and that's how we've always thought, and that's how everybody has always thought about reality. And that's not true. The Greeks didn't have that division, and of course, many Eastern philosophies don't have that division. And there's been critiques of that framework, which we got from Descartes, the Cartesian framework, for about the last 200 years, even in the history of Western philosophy. So the fact that we have these terms, we bandy them about, we think that that's all there is, it's complete and exhaustive, and they're divided, and they're really radically incommensurable with each other. It just shows how well this has insinuated itself into the very way we see ourselves, see the world, experience ourselves. And it's very powerful and very interesting. And part of my work is to try to undermine that dichotomy and try and get us to think more profoundly about that there must be something deeper than the subjective and objective that fundamentally makes it possible for them to be related together. Because if not, we are really doomed in a kind of radical skepticism and solipsism. Solipsism is the idea that the only thing that's really real is your own mind kind of thing. So that would be one clear example. Another one along those lines that we haven't paid attention to how much it's changed is the word matter. We now take matter as actual stuff. But if you go before the scientific revolution, matter in the Aristotelian framework means exactly the opposite. It means pure potentiality, that which is awaiting to be informed and actualized. So Aristotle's notion is like a piece of wood is potentially a chair or a table, and what makes it actuality, what makes it act like a table is its form, its structure and functional organization. What makes it act like a chair is its form. But before that, it's just a potential chair or a potential table. And that's what matter was. It was sort of this pure potential. And so the word has actually flipped in meaning radically. And then we, of course, think that it's always been this way. And we forget that there's a dramatically opposite possibility even within our own history. So that would be too easy. Well, not easy to reflect upon, but easy to bring up examples of words that are very powerful in our culture, so much so that we see so much by means of them that they're almost completely transparent to us.